get to him. Second down, Bridgewater. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Floyd. And he is knocked down from the side at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big completion there on third and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well, and usually with big production.
First carry for Matt Forte. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Forte again. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Looks like there's... a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down. Here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Lions will take over. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offensive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a hold of it.
And, oh, the ball's out. Forte loses it. And he's got some space here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Rivers on first down. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On the ground, Forte, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Forte taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kamar Aiken as the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bills didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now, early in the second quarter, Thompson's able to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Bills have it at the 2. Forte's going to hit off the left side, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. As that'll tie the score at 7-all. Now 1st and 10. The deep ball is on target here, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. So that'll do it from Orlando. Let's get you back up to Buffalo with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A give. This is Forte. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage. They still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback...
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Bridgewater on first down. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A second down carry for Procise. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, Bridgewater. Able to find Floyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Floyd, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, Rivers. Completes it right side to Britt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Bridgewater here to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bridgewater now on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Rivers now on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Third down here. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman down to the 25. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they want it. Lower than the offensive guy.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're smelled in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit it back down. Then like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show him how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show him how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the get put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. A long way from equal is how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us. And I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know. I've been knocking dough down like a Jehovah's Witness. God is my witness, I'm witness, but on the real I think I need another witness. If it was 17, black dad and white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin certified as a house. Go figure, in my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing spades with the pastor, but he was born with the white privilege.
The season is shorter and the stakes are higher. I'm Larry Ridley in Orlando, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions need to come into this one playing loose. In a compressed season like this, you need to take some chances and play to win, or you'll find yourself sitting at home asking, what went wrong? Their opponents in this one, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
First down, Bridgewater. Room here to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll go with Process. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 on a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Here we go.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
So out now come the Lions. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Taylor. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Crockett Gilmore, 26 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
Yeah, and it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the...
And he will score! Touchdown, Lions! Teddy Bridgewater, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On second down, here's Taylor. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And a grab here by Gilmore. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Bridgewater going deep here for Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And the ball is knocked out. So we've reached halftime here with a bit. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Taylor to throw. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Bridgewater. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Bridgewater on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And some space here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. 2nd and just 1. Taylor will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Arakpo coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Back to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake that, you gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different, that's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day get flea, ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day get to the day I die. Every day get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke, just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Polo to the flow though, you already know though. It's Adamville for real, you see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your brodo, cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some no-no. Oh no, I'm so Allen Temple, I'm so England Mountain, I'm so Misty Valley, and I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream, dusty road. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on bold. I done what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy fat say with 3 X's. No X's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17 been counting M's, my bank account's on goofy. Say, gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoop. This got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never ball back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feast big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet, why sweat not, it's been a while. Just speaking in general, but there is no formidable opponent or at that bone that you never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Now get down on the.